Hey bitches, it's Nick Snider, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, I am going to discuss Nikita Dragun's alleged response to Jeffree Star, as well as her reaction to the Jeffree and Shane collaboration. If you have not already seen my previous video about Jeffree Star not wanting to pay Nikita Dragun or Manny MUA's rent, I am going to place a card in the upper right hand corner, as well as a link down in the description. If this is your first time on my channel, hello, welcome, how are you doing? If you could please hit the subscribe button down below, I would greatly appreciate it. And if you are someone who has been here for a day, a week, a month, or a year, welcome back. If you could please make sure you have all of your notifications set to on by clicking the bell icon somewhere on the screen. Please know that everything I speak on in my videos is my own personal opinion, and opinions are not facts. And please do not send hate to anyone or any brand that I speak on in my videos, because that is not what these are meant for. They're meant for us to throw little shades, spill a little tea, and have a messy time here on the internet. Jeffree Star got everyone talking yesterday when he uploaded a miniature rant over on his Instagram story about how brands that he has not talked to in about a year, as well as his ex-friends, should not send him any form of PR in hopes that he's going to review their product.
Good morning, everybody. Look at that mouth. She's feeling real clean. Hi, how are ya? Good morning, everybody. Today is one of those days where there is so much going on. But I had to vent on here really quickly because I was sitting in front of the house and I was opening PR boxes, and I'm like, girl, if you're a brand or you're a brand owner and you haven't spoken to me at all this year, I'm talking 0 words, please don't send me your makeup. Girl, why? Why? If we're not friends, if I don't with you, why bother sending me your makeup? You don't support me, but you want me, #1 beauty reviewer, to support you, to hopefully pay for your rent. There's no tea. There's no drama. It's just the reality of people. I don't fake ass bitch. So there's no drama. Y'all can make 20 videos about this. This is just a generic statement, so y'all can be like, oh, Jeffree's talking about this person or this person. Bitch, in general, if you don't with me, why send me your products? The beauty community is so funny, and there's also people behind the scenes right now really trying me and Shane, and I'm like, girl, go worry about your own dreams, your own hopes, your own aspirations, because all we're doing is trying to execute ours, and we ain't bothering nobody, but people are crazy. LA really turns into monsters. But return to sender. Management says no. Leave me alone. The real reality of it all, and people may be, oh, Jeffree, you're a little harsh. You come off abrasive, bitch. That's my personality. The real reality of it is, I don't lurk or really care about anyone anymore. Like the old days, I would check on people. What are they saying about me? I don't care. I'm in such a good place mentally. The next few months are about to be so magical. We're about to deliver the holiday collection of 2019. And I know people are bothered, but girl, go film, go work, go do your own thing, go leave the house, do something. But please, stop worrying about my ass. That's really all I ask. All right, it's time for a Red Bull. The dogs are actually all getting groomed today. Time for baths, haircuts, and anal glanding this thing.
After Jeffree's Instagram rant, a lot of people were left wondering who exactly he could be talking about when he says his ex-friends. Now, we all know that Manny MUA is launching his new Halloween spooky limited edition collection today, but Nikita Dragun actually just dropped her new face palette, which I don't even know when exactly that came out, but I did have the opportunity to hold that palette in my hands, and I thought it was nice. I didn't think that it was, I mean, I wouldn't pay $45 for it if I was someone who was, you know, in the makeup realm, but I mean, to each their own. After going through my comments on my video yesterday, the general consensus was that Manny MUA would not be dumb enough to send his products to Jeffree Star in hopes that Jeffree would even show them on Instagram or Snapchat. But Nikita Dragun is that bitch, and she would be like, hi, I know we don't get along, but could you please just show this? Thanks. Now, a few videos came out yesterday saying that Nikita Dragun was the one that Jeffree Star was referring to when he was saying, don't send him your makeup, he's not going to review it, return to sender, you guys haven't basically with each other in about a year, so what is even the point? Nikita Dragun went on a little Twitter rant and said the following: people are tripping because I only have 3 products. Yeah, you're right. I only have 3 products, and the Beverly Center still chose my brand to be their very first pop-up store ever. Gonna let these bitches speak on me and question my success. I'll continue to run laps around them all day before they even figure out how I did it. Thank you to my real dragons. It's funny how every time they love to question how a bitch made it this far. But baby girl, she's not going anywhere, sweetie. Don't you know not to play with a dragon, you're gonna get burned? I feel like part of that rant could be about Jeffree and talking about PR on his Snapchat, because it did prompt a lot of people to go out there and say, oh, this must be about Nikita because she just lost her face product. product. And I get that Nikita is receiving a lot of backlash because people are like, why are you having a pop-up shop? You only have 3 items. Is that even enough to fill a pop-up shop? I don't know if Nikita has like merch or anything else that she sells. I don't know if she still does the wigs with Bellamy, but I think that this pop-up shop is just going to be for Dragun Beauty alone. So I wish her nothing but success on that. That is pretty cool that she is the first pop-up shop that the Beverly Center has decided to go with. And I also think it is funny as hell that she is going to be next to Victoria's Secret. You guys know that she had that huge drama with Victoria's Secret. They basically said that she could not sell the fantasy and all of that. But there is one thing that people are calling her out for with her pop-up shop as well. Nikita Dragun posted a heartfelt message to her Instagram yesterday along with 3 images from her pop-up shop that is at the Beverly Center, and it goes as follows. Look, mommy, I did it. Almost 4 years ago, my mom dropped me off in LA with only a dream and a wig. Fast forward through this crazy journey, and I'm opening my very own pop-up store in the mall we first came to. The amount of times I've heard no, or I couldn't do something. Girl, I can't even count anymore. Even earlier this year, there was some brand trying to tell me trans women can't sell a fantasy. Well, my pop-up store will be selling the fantasy highlighter shade in my palette right next door. Shout out to all my OG and new dragons that have gotten me here. I promise I'm humble under all this makeup and the Facetune. Now, it would not be a true Nikita Dragun video or post if someone did not accuse her of doing the most in this image. I don't know if it was intentional, but she's doing the most. So if you look at this image right here, you see the Dragun Beauty store as well as Victoria's Secret, but above the Victoria's Secret, you see a banner that says Dragun Beauty and gives all the information. I don't know if she was trying to make it seem like that was just a campaign image that was sent up there or what, but someone clocked her, and if you zoom in on the window on the Dragun Beauty pop-up store, girl, it's completely different. Now, I don't know if Nikita was really trying to make it seem like she also had that space above Victoria's Secret on that little marquee or whatever you want to call that, because if you just look at the picture even, but if you zoom in for sure, then that is some horrible photoshopping that went on that image. So what is your opinion? Do you think that Jeffree Star's rant over on his Instagram story was in fact about Nikita? And do you think that Nikita's little mini rant over on her Twitter and also on Instagram was about Jeffree Star? Please let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. And if you're in LA, are you going to go to the Dragun Beauty pop-up store? I keep getting asked to talk about Nikita Dragun's appearance on Philip DeFranco's podcast, A Conversation With, and I can't figure out why, because a lot of people are telling me that it was really messy, she spilled a lot of tea, but honestly, I feel like it's a bunch of stuff that we've already heard from Nikita, especially considering the stuff with her ex-boyfriend who said that he was actually a hired boyfriend. I feel like I've heard all of it, so I'm not exactly sure where she was messy, but they did go into a conversation about Shane's series that he is doing with Jeffree Star, and if she thinks that it is going to basically rehash an old wound, or if she thinks it's going to heal the community, and here is what she had to say.
Given this series coming up, do you think that this is going to be, if you were to predict, because I don't know if you've seen it, if you were to predict at this moment, do you think it's going to be amending? It's going to be this thing that brings people together, or it's going to be kind of the opening of a wound again?
I personally think it will be an opening of a wound. In my heart, I obviously want to be like joy to the world, but it was a really hard time. And to see my friend go through that situation and to see just literally everyone coming at one person, whether it be lies or whatever. And like I said, everything was refuted, and I'm definitely not trying to take sides or, be like, oh, well, of course I'm in my friend's corner. But at the same time, when people make allegations of that nature and they're not accurate, and you have someone dealing with the pressures of literally millions of people, the attention of almost the world, coverage from everywhere. And then how whether it be just people who aren't even in this beauty space, when they get that one little soundbite, when they get that one little headline,
that drop of blood too,
they think that is it.
Oh, okay.
Right? Yeah. And even when everything's disproven or the information's out there, they still think that one headline of like, oh, isn't that the kid that XYZ, right? So it was really tough. And so with this docuseries, I mean, I hope in my heart, and I don't really know Shane that personally.
Sure.
But I do know I know he has like a good heart, right? Like he's a good person. And I just hope that it's not trying to further something that's kind of been at some point resolved. But at the same time, when bringing it back up, you're just kind of opening the box up again, right?
I do wonder what's going to happen.
No,
it's going to be an interesting week.
It's crazy. It's wild.
I feel like the question of do you think it's going to reopen or rehash old wounds is kind of like a Doug question for me, because obviously this is something that James has been wanting to distance himself from a very long time. And from just seeing the trailers, it looks like it is going to be touched on in the Shane Dawson Jeffree Star series. So are you guys excited to see that being touched on once again? Do you think it's going to reopen old wounds, or do you think that it is in some way going to bring the community together? Please let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. And with that said, everyone, that is it for this video. I hope that you did enjoy it. Please follow all my social media that is linked down in the description as well. And I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one.